Hello, hello. Hello, guys. My schedule is fucked forever, but I am still here. Cyclohexane. Here, gonna play some more BMS Fighters DYSTOPIA submissions. We've got 3 more of these to go through, and I have 1 week to do it. Let's see if we can do it, but I had to stream today, otherwise next week would have been really, really difficult to deal with. So, I have 2 hours to do this, so let's get going. Starting immediately with a banger from qfeileadh called Shireno. I mean, I haven't listened to it yet, but it's from qfeileadh, so I know it's gonna be a banger. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, and that's immediately a favorite. I mean, I don't know exactly how I would make this package any better. The song, as I thought, is really, really good. The chart matches it perfectly. It's really fun to play. Yeah. You're always in for a good time with qfeileadh, and this is no different. So, yeah, I just really like this. Don't know what else to say. Alright, that's a good start. Let's move on to our next one. We got this, which I'm not sure how to pronounce. Streiflicht? I don't know, I don't speak German. Or any German-sounding language. Let's go to 220 for this, it's a level 9. So, Streiflicht by MALVA. Well, I forgot to mention also, this first team, his name is Ka wai so, which I believe means poor thing, or pitiful thing, you know, something like that. that one was hard. That one was definitely too hard for me. But very well composed and very well charted as well. It's much like the previous one. Maybe not as good. Some charting decisions here and there I left me, you know, a little bit wondering maybe that this didn't need to be as convoluted as it was. Some of the chords in particular, I was like, really, that needs to have 3 notes in it, but that's a level 9, so I can't really complain. Yeah, it's just another pretty solid package. I quite like this one. Next up is Abendo, and this I know for sure is a... Ooh, that's a 4-11 spread. Ugh. I'll play the... Yeah, we're not gonna play the 11. I played the level 4, fortunately, but... Yeah, what I was gonna say is this I know for sure made it to groundbreaking. So... This is probably... I mean, this is definitely... If it made it to groundbreaking, then definitely a gauge of quality when it comes to... the charting. So I'm looking forward... not the charting. The composing. So I'm looking forward to hearing what R has composed for us. And I just nearly missed a AAA. But that's okay. Yeah, composition-wise, this is really fucking good. I would put this immediately in the favorites. But I would like to check out the 11th first. I mean, I'm probably going to put this in favorites regardless, but the fact that the chart was much easier than what I'm usually able to play, or usually looking to play, kind of makes it difficult for me to judge on the chart. I mean, the chart was fine. It was probably a little bit hard for level 4, but it played well. I want to check out level 11, see how hard it kicks my ass, and then I'll see what my judgment is. Yeah, okay, I can't play this at all. I wanted to at least check the breakdown part because I really liked it. But yeah, it's gonna go in the favorites, even though it doesn't have a difficulty that is right for me. I want to check actually. Did they make a hyper? Did I just have what I was gonna say, an early version? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that was super good, definitely. Worthy of the favorites. Alright, next up we've got a song by B4. There it is, got a level 7. BBBB plus C4, apparently. 250 is actually pretty good for this, we'll keep it in. Something something no rondo. Oh, come on, you can't be doing that. Well, this one had a bit of a, what you gonna call it, frustration factor with all the notes that approached at, well, with all the softland, basically. The softland made it a bit frustrating at times, because there's some notes that you're bound to miss because of it, but, you know, it's just nature of the game. That's the song wants that. And composition-wise, though, again, very, very impressed by that kind of stuff. Piano pieces, they're not too... You see a bunch of them every BMS fighters, and usually they're pretty nicely composed, but this was more than just a piano piece, so definitely very impressive in the composition. And it was nice to play the left hand of the piano at times, and it felt pretty natural, so even on such a wild composition when it comes to the tempo there, was mostly readable, so that's always something that's difficult to do, and this charted it pretty well most of the time. Alright, we're gonna move on to our next team, which is Team Blue Seat Ice Cream, and our first song is by RioRa, and it's named SINGURIZE. We're level 9 here. Get destroyed probably. I think as a techno song, this works fine. It's very low key, which is interesting. But when it comes to gameplay in a game like this is really just kind of frustrating and not that fun to play. The problem is, the patterns, you can't do much with this song in terms of patterns, can you, right? So you're forced to put a lot of chords, and it's just kind of, it's frustrating to play. And even though I could do it, I was like, ah, God, this is like giving me a hard time still. And I wasn't exactly having a ton of fun. So the composition's completely fine, but I don't know that it lends itself to a rhythm game that well. That would be my problem here. Next up is still by RioRa, is One More Yell. Got a level 9 here too. Yeah, 190 should be fine here. So I'm really bad with scratches, I don't know if you've noticed, but yeah, there you go. Honestly, this was a lot more fun than the previous one, and I am a bit of a fan of Rotterdam techno, and you don't hear it so much these days, so it was nice to hear a little bit of that. Again, it was much better packaged than the previous one, in my opinion. Maybe the song just led itself a little bit better to rhythm game, but I don't know. This was just a lot more fun for me. Next up, we've got Sampling Challenger Bite with School of Scramble. Okay, that's a level 6. I'll be trying that. So more Rotterdam techno, it seems like, which I'm completely fine with. Come on! Don't crash right in the middle of a song. I'm gonna try this again. LR2! That really spoiled things, didn't it? Okay, try it again. I'll have a bit of an idea of what I think about this, but I'll try it again. So that was pretty fun. Too bad I had to play it twice, but yeah. Still, it's a fun chart. Song is pretty catchy. It doesn't necessarily go in my favorites because I think One More Yell was more fun in terms of both composition and chart, but this is pretty nice as well. Okay, next up we've got Have a Cow. Guess I'll have a cow, thank you very much. 190 is fine here. Alright, so we've got one, what was it? SINGURIZE was a techno track, then we got 2 Rotterdam techno tracks, now 1 GABA track. Not a big fan of this one. Compositionally, it's fine. The charting, though, they felt really uninspired. A lot of repeating patterns, a lot of flipped patterns, so instead of just being mirrored, is what I mean. And yeah, I feel like the song gave a lot more opportunities than the chart took, so it's a bit of a shame. Next up, we've got we've got Team Passion, Happiness, Eager, Love, and I do believe that our next submission, Enchanted Love, also has been added to the groundbreaking soundtrack for this year. So I am looking forward to this, because apparently it was pretty good. It got 157 points, so it must be quite the banger. Enchanted Love by Linear Ring. I see the song as a bit of a anti-frustration feature by just getting a lot easier towards the end. No, but seriously though, yeah, incredible chart, and the song is very, very nice as well. This is a very well researched and a very nicely polished package. I really, really like this one. I think it deserves its place in the favorites. Yeah, this is very, very fun to play, kind of compound, very swingy composition that is just... It lends itself incredibly well to a rhythm game, and the amount of things that you can do with that are just so good, and just the charting really shows that, and it's just, yeah, it's very well controlled. The people who were behind this knew what they were doing, and yeah, it's just really, really good. Alright, let's move on to our next track on this list, or on this team rather. Scaena, so I'm not sure how to pronounce that. A little bit of chiptune. We don't get too much of this lately. At least on this BMS, I haven't found so much chiptune. So. So, the charting is quite fine here, but I think the song has to evolve a little bit more, because it doesn't really give the opportunity for the chart to do much else, so it has to kind of rely on adding more chords, or just relying on variations of patterns that already exist. I felt like, yeah, the song, I mean, it's chiptune, so obviously it's going to be kind of video game inspired, which is loop based and whatnot, but I feel like the song could have evolved just a little bit more. Other than that, it's very nice. Okay. Move on to our next one, which is Eager by KOREROU, and apparently it's only level 5 there, so that's what we'll be playing. A little bit of artcore. I'm always down for some artcore, although it's a genre that we've seen a lot in BMS. It's hard to say this one because I really love the composition, and I feel the package, the package of the song plus the BGA is really strong, and I feel like with more difficulties, I would have had no problems putting this in the favorites. But the fact is, there's only a level 5 there, and sure, it's nice for players who aren't that good like me, but yeah, it feels like there's a little bit something missing, and also in terms of the composition, I was a bit disappointed towards the end to hear just the same phrase but elevated up a note, which is something you see a lot. But for hardcore, which has been a genre that has been just explored over and over in BMS, I feel like you really have to dig deep to get out of the pack, and the composition otherwise could have made it. It was unique enough, but it needed just that tiny little bit more to make the favorites, I think. But it's really close, and it's really nice. Alright, the last submission for this team is Humic. That one has a full set of submissions, difficulties, so that's nice. Shuffle Techno by FuzzyRamp. The name of the song is Humic. Nice. Yep, that one's going into favorites. Very fun little piece of techno that manages to evolve all throughout the song. It has a really difficult pattern at the middle. You could see my accuracy and just my my regnig in general dropped like a brick when I hit it, but it's generally very fun. The chords make a lot of sense. Even the streams in the middle that caught me, I didn't think were out of place. So I think this is just a very solid package. This is how to make 120/130 BPM techno and have it be fun. So very nice one. Okay, and next up, we got a big one coming. Let me tell you, we have a big one coming because this is going to be our next team that has a track by SHIKI, Fractal. Now, SHIKI, if you don't know, has been a BMS veteran for longer than I can remember. I got into BMS around 2010, 2011, and SHIKI was already composing with tracks like Babylon, Ruby, Aquamarine. Just SHIKI has a massive catalog, and it's got a lot of bangers in there, so I have a lot of very high expectations for this one. I'm hoping it's as good as always, but with SHIKI, should be great. It should just be great. Let's give it a shot. Yep. This is exactly what I wanted, this is exactly what I expected, and this is going into favorites. I got destroyed in terms of accuracy because just the way that the chart is laid out makes it difficult for me to be accurate, but that was nice. It was fun, and it was exact. That was just the quintessence of a SHIKI track right about there. Still a lot of piano-based passages that are just super fun to play. Charting was on point with that one, yeah. And this is such a complete package too. You get 5 difficulties for your buck. I mean, just really, really fun. Oh. Guess who wasn't in the select box? Or the research box? Okay, let's see. This is our next chart. I'm not sure how to spell this out, so I just won't. Actually, I should be able to read this. Could I? Let's see. Ura dora mitai ni skato mekuru na. There you go. Don't ask me to tell you what that means, because I have no idea. I know that Uradora is a mahjong term because I play that from time to time, but yeah, I have no idea. And Scato is skirt, now I would rather not know what that means, if that word's gonna be in there. I know that emote. I've seen it before. Superb.jpg. God damn it. That miss sprite. Oh, yeah, going into favorites. This is a strong team, man. I mean, I guess I'm being pandered to a little bit because I do like Mahjong and there are Mahjong Souls references in there, but come on, man. I mean, the song is very high quality, so is the charting. It is very fun. So, yeah, I have to put it in there. It's just right. Alright. Next and last for this team is United Servant. If I can type it out, that would help. Please find it. Thank you. Looks like we're playing level 10? We'll try level 10, sure. Oh, actually, let me try something real quick. 7 key and then... See if this is correct. I guess it doesn't matter. Whatever. So, I don't think I'll be able to play this, but I would at least like to give it a shot. Oops. Actually cleared that. That was super fun. Oh man, that was really hard, but man, super fun. And man, that's a lockout for this team. All three in the favorites for sure. Oh man, that was a very high quality team. Good lord. And I mean, United Servants only got 54 points. Definitely deserved more in my opinion. That was super fun. Alright, but For the time being, we're gonna move on to our next team. And our first submission is Hi-Fi Story. Let's type it out correctly if we can. And not find it. Oh, that's why. Hang on. There it is. Yeah, I'm not doing level 10. Hey look, more chiptune. Hell yeah. Wow. Just we're hitting banger after banger right now, I feel like. Oh my god. Just very, very nice charts and compositions back to back to back. I feel like this also has to go in the favorites. Jeez. Alright, Comic Blaster is next. Come on. There we go. Or Comic Blaster. That's what I wrote, but it was Cosmic Blaster, because I apparently can't read. There's two of the same difficulty, that's okay. Level 10? Oh, I might actually try level 10 here. Fix my mistake. There we go. Cosmic Blaster. 230 DPM. That's quite fast. High Speed Kawaii. Now, is that a genre you've ever heard of? a bit too hard. Yeah, that one really sucker punched me. Well, it wasn't a sucker punch. It was right in your face. It was right in your face. I just don't have the skill for this yet, but it's really fun. It's pretty close actually to the previous submission highway story. It's just a little bit harder. Well, I guess I played the hybrid instead of normal, so I got what's coming to me. But yeah, it's still quite fun. Okay, and next up, I want to grab this if I can. There we go. Our next submission and last for this team is this one, Hoshi no Oji-sama. That's also quite fast. I'll do 190. And I'll do level 8. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's another high quality one. And this one again, gave me a little bit of challenge, but it eased up towards the end. That one pattern with the scratches I just could not do. Again, anything involving too many scratches just kind of gets me. But yeah, another pretty fun composition and chart on this one. The whole team feels very focused on one very specific style and does it very well each time. I'm not sure if this is in the favorites again, but yeah, I think I'm just going to leave Hi-Fi Story in there because it really rose above the others. But really no bad submission on this team, just very high quality stuff. And next up, we're going to check out another composition that made it to groundbreaking for this year, this PPBQ. At least I believe it made it, and it sounds familiar. I could check, but I'm too lazy to, and we'll know in about a week anyway. That's a funny one. I'll give it that much. It's a very, very funny video. Yeah, very, very good stuff once again. It's just, we're going through really high quality stuff right about now. I'm just very impressed. Do I put this in the favorites? I feel like it needs a little bit more to make it in the favorites. It's the charting lets it down just a tiny bit. It's fun, but it could be a little bit more involved, I feel like. Like, a lot of these patterns are simple. Maybe a little bit too simple. That's the only gripe I would have against it. But yeah, just a very solid submission and definitely deserving to be in groundbreaking. I would agree with that. Next up, we've got a Claire. Ooh, that's a level 8 normal. Ooh, alright, let's give it a shot then. So this is by Kosumon and Yupo. And yeah, Eclair. Let's give that a shot. Again, I got distracted by the video. Why was there a recipe for sushi in the middle of the video in French? Oh god, that got me. I was trying to hold back my laughter the entire time. But yeah, quite fun. Yeah, it was a level 8. But you could feel it was a level 8 normal, because even though the note density was pretty high, the patterns themselves weren't that difficult. But yeah, it's another pretty fun package, pretty solid overall. Not much to nitpick about. Next up and last for this team, we've got Old Pal. Probably the level 9 here, sure. By Yun Yun. See what that has to offer to complete this team. Man, I got really hard towards the end, but it's really quite fun, actually. I think this is the most fun of the three. I might actually want to put this in the favorites, because once again, just the quality of these tracks. I'm really just impressed. But yeah, that was... I thought I wouldn't be able to do it, and then the last chorus got me with its patterns. I wasn't quite able to read that well, and I just... Once you fall behind like this, it's real hard to recover. Let's move on to our next team, and our first submission is Trust Yourself. Let's see, 184. This one should be good here. Vocalo J Stylecore. Isn't that a genre? Jesus, that was hard. For level 8, I think that was a little bit hard. Oh man. But a solid package overall. Song is fun, although not groundbreaking. See what I did there? It doesn't blow me out of the water. To be honest, it didn't revolutionize anything. What am I trying to say here? Is it's a perfectly serviceable track that didn't really impress me too much, but that's okay. Not every track needs to do that. It was just solid and it was fun. I guess that's all I have to say about it. Also, my graphic looks like... I don't know. Looks like someone trying too hard and not being able to do it. Okay, next up, Love Week. Well, I've got my pick for this one in terms of difficulty.
No one's gonna give you guarantee, 'cause when you find your love, you'll see. We can do it love. No one's gonna give you promises, 'cause when you're in love, you'll feel. In your heart it can be hard. Wait a while, take the spot. I'll be yours and you'll be mine until the end of time. Wait a while, take the spot. I'll be yours and you'll be mine
That's too hard for level 7, but whatever. It's just that one part. In spite of that, it was completely fine. It's just I wasn't able to recover. The song is surprisingly modern, chill EDM that you don't really hear in BMS. I noticed it's not too popular over here, so it was an interesting change of pace. The chart itself, the variance in difficulty makes it hard to rate very high. Is my problem with it. It really drags the composition down a little bit, I feel like, but it's mostly alright. It's just some passages are really just too difficult for level 7 normal. Alright, and our last chart for this team is composed by Exist, and let's see, it is... that's the one. And sure, it's only got a level 6, so that's the one I'm playing. Kimi to Bakura no I didn't have time to read it. Kimi no Bakura no Bokentan. No idea what any of this means, but I can read it. Let me check something. No, it isn't original. I felt like at some point that this was a medley of all Game Boy songs for some reason. No, this was quite fun. A pretty nice chiptune piece. Pretty fun. I wasn't wowed at the beginning, and then as the chart went on, the patterns got a little bit more interesting, and I was able to get a bit more enjoyment out of it. But yeah, it's generally not a bad package at all. Just I feel like it could do the chart could be polished a little bit more. Some patterns I wasn't too. I wasn't able to breed them very naturally. I kind of had to guess where the music would take me, and yeah, at some passages it wasn't totally obvious what to do. So it's generally all right. Just some dots here and there in the charting, but that's all right. Moving on to our next team, we've got a chart named DY. There it is. Give that a shot next. 230 is fine for that. Oops, I missed the start. And then the game crashed. Great start. Oh, hey, right on time. There we go. Let's get back to things. Let's try that again. And fix my high speed. Gonna have to do it in a hurry. That's good. And this one gave me a bit of trouble, didn't it? I wasn't a free one. See, chart-wise, don't really have any problems. Most of the problems I would have with it would come from the song itself, I feel. Song has a hard time evolving, and so the patterns, to prevent themselves from being stale, have to change, and usually they change by adding either chords or flipping or just mirroring, which is alright, but it happens quite a bit on this one, and that part with all the other chords I felt like was a little bit superfluous, but it's generally alright. It just it would have needed a little bit more variation, I think, to become even better. Next up, we've got a track from SMNX. Let's check it out. There we go. Nagoya Love High Speed. Oh boy. Alright, let's give that a shot. Jesus. that chart doesn't let up. I actually got into clear for a bit and then poof. Yeah, that chart really gives you a lot of notes to deal with at the end. It feels more of the same from the previous one, honestly. It's just add more notes and do the same patterns with them. Just now you have more notes to deal with, and it becomes just a bunch of chords stacked on top. Which is fine if that's what you want to do, but I personally don't like it so much, so yeah, I basically just echo my comments from the previous one. Alright, gonna move on to our next team, which is Team Brewers, and we're gonna start with a track I have been waiting to hear from. Come on, type it out. So, Cyber Miso composed Cyber Miso last year, and I love that track, so I'm hoping we get more goodness here with, is this Akairo no Azurea? I think I'm reading this right. First kanji, I'm not super confident that's what it says, but I think I'm correct. I'm a big fan of Mumikore, so Cyber Miso, please deliver. Please deliver the good stuff. It's probably gonna be too hard for me, but I'm trying anyway. want to try this one, but on a lower difficulty. Because I really like what I heard. I think it's super unique. But I wasn't able to play the chart properly. And also I need to up the high speed a little bit. 320 should be fine. Wow. CyberMiso knows how to compose a catchy track. I really, really like the composition. The charting, I'm very, very split on. Because on one hand, I'm a huge fan of this, composition-wise. Charting-wise, I have some issues. So, CyberMiso, you're gonna miss out on the favorites again. You already missed out last year. But I love your compositions. It's just the charting is not exactly there. But man, the compositions by this guy, ah, so good. Alright, let's see, Afternoon is our next track for this team. And apparently I'm missing one of them afterwards. But I'll have to check when I get to it. Give that one a try as well. Yeah, missing a .96 track apparently. So I'll investigate that after the fact. I can't play this at all for some reason. Is my high speed correct? I think I should bump it up a bit. For some reason I just couldn't read those patterns. 76. Yeah, for some reason I had a hard time with this one. It didn't seem that hard, but I just couldn't get it going. The placement of the notes just really kind of confuddled me, and the fact that the patterns didn't really change for the entire song. It was kind of always... They were varied patterns, but they always followed kind of the same rhythm. It was obviously they were following the music. I just had a really hard time with that. The music was completely fine, quite fun, kind of low-key track, but man, that shot was frustrating. I'm gonna move on to not the next team because I need to check out whether or not I have that .96 track or not. I do not. Well, that answers that question. Oh yeah, give me just a moment. Been a while since we have to do this, but there you go. I'm not missing out on a .96 track. No way. Not happening. Okay, gonna download that. It'll take all of 2 seconds. Until, well, plus the time I take to put in the right folder, of course. And I should do it after a brief restart. Okay, apps and LR2 beta 3, and close this one and start a new one. And it should load in. There we go, there it goes. There we go. Apparently it was a meaty one. Alright, well, there's a level 8 for me. That's quite fine. 172 BPM. Drop down a bit. 230. So some drum and bass by .96. Alright, don't mind if I do.
No one saw us when we talk about.
You didn't see anything. I was fixing something elsewhere and then I couldn't play. Whoops. I really need to remind myself that I don't have that much time while the chart loads.
No one saw us when we talk about love. Let's try to love that you know how to find it free for yourself first. It's easy and don't say a word that you are busy. It does be a sad. So I swear we talk about love. Let's try to love that you know how to find, be free for yourself first. It's easy and don't say a word that you are busy. It does feel sad. And you will find your way. There is no way to live. There is no way to live. There is no way to live.
Man, song-wise it's .96, he's a god, we all know this. No surprises there. Man, is the chart underwhelming, though. I am not a fan of this chart, I'll tell you that much. It felt like I was waiting the entire song for the chart to really begin. And when it finally kicked off, it was fine. But it was only towards the end that we got some patterns going. Otherwise, it was all long notes. And it didn't really fit the vibe of the song at all, in my opinion. It was really, really weird. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this chart at all. Compositionally, super good. Video is really nice as well. I have no complaints there. But this would obviously go into favorites if the chart was much better. Wow, that's a surprise. Okay, going to move on to our next team. Can't read its name. So first we've got Mirage of the Sea. Oh god, oh that's an autoplay. By Cognac. And yeah, I'm sorry, but I can't play your chart. I'm not good enough. God, this is... I hate when I see this, because this is a really, really good composition with only one difficulty that I cannot play. I can tell you that much. There's no way I'm able to clear this. It's really unfortunate. This needs lower difficulties, and it probably is a shot of favorites, but... yeah, no such luck. Unfortunate. Next up, we've got the Botanical Mirage. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I forgot to pronounce botanical. Sky and Space Journey. And this one I can play. But once again, only one difficulty. Come on, guys, bring a complete package. I'm once again not a big fan of the chart here, and the fact that there's only one makes it impossible for me to read anything else, but it's just a bunch of long notes. Once again, there's very, very few moments where you're actually playing and not just pushing down one button, waiting for the next. It's unfortunate, because once again, the composition is strong, but I need better charting. I just need better charting. Even if this is for a lower difficulty, it is understandable that it would be this way, but you should still be finding more ways to mix things up, in my opinion. But now we're going to move on to a team that I know will deliver for sure, because this is absurd crossbreed with names such as Project G and Xeris, who I know can make a banger. Speaking of which, can I spell project properly? Yes, I can. Great job, me. We'll start with Fake Life by Project G. With some fake school tech step. Here's a genre for you. Alright. Come on, give me the good stuff. These guys, I know they've been on groundbreaking before, and I know they can make really good stuff. So let's have it. No, what I'm playing isn't nearly that hard, game. Maybe on higher difficulties it would be this way, but not on this one. Yes, I too have a Phoenix one. Thank you for noticing. Yep. Getting the favorites. That was nice! Oh man, that was a fun one. Ah, that was everything I wanted. Just some raw power with some really, really fun patterns. Ah, man. And the video was pretty fun too. It's just basically the correct notes being played by someone who can actually play that. I assume it's the another that's being played, because that that shot was going, man. It was going. Yeah, there's only 3. Oh, actually, maybe it may be this one, which I'm not gonna play. But yeah, man, so good from Project G once again. Really, really nice. Next up is a song that actually has made it to groundbreaking this year. Can It Be True? And I can't find it apparently. I think I know why. Okay, just sort by Xeris and I'll find it. There it is. Yep, Can It Be True by Xeris feat. Cree. Now Xeris, I had a bit of a fun interaction on Twitter the other day because I was like, yeah, I was reacting to the announcement that this song made it to groundbreaking, and I was like, okay, I haven't heard this yet, but you know, I know Xeris made a couple of really great tracks like Great or Burn, and I'm like, And then he responded to me saying, I didn't make burn, which is like an idiot. I forgot he made in, not burn. He made the BGA for burn, but not the song. Yeah, I felt really stupid at that time, but yeah. What are you gonna do? I got confused. I think it was NCS who composed burn. I'm choking! Yeah, I got too hard at the end. But that was really fun. And it's going into favorites for sure. Look at that chart. Look at that graphic. Yeah, I was expecting something really nice, and that's what I got. It's very just on point for Zeus. Just the kind of music he composes. It's pretty much the same as always. No, it's not the same as always. What am I saying? It's as good as always. The ending definitely punched me in the throat, which, you know, that's the thing. That's the kind of thing that happens with level 9s. Sometimes they get hard at the end, and I get destroyed. But just super fun, really well charted. Song is catchy. Just I have no complaints whatsoever. Next up, we've got the Observer. Oh god, it's level 10. I'll try it. From absurd crossbreed, and the genre is the same. I'll try it. I'll give it a shot. If I can't play it at all, I'll stop. But when it's a 5-10 spread, I do have to decide to kind of give the 10 a shot at least. Okay, I can't play this. I'm gonna stop right now because this is probably really fun if I can play it on the lower difficulty, so I want to try that out. Freaking 5-10 spreads, man. If only I was a little bit better at the game. While I was playing this, I kind of forgot about something. Project G is the person that composed one of my all-time favorites of last year with the Sundering. And that chart kind of reminded me of it. Obviously, I can't play at level 10, and this is a bit too easy for me, but composition-wise, I am floored once more. It's really, really fun. Just to listen to. I'm debating whether or not to put it in the favorites. I'm gonna skip out this time, but composition-wise, man, this is strong. All right, and I'll do one more team for today, and we're gonna do some interesting charts. Right? You guys aren't ready for this. Here's Grandpa Sound Team 16 with a Funis Lilin. If you play a lot of different rhythm games, you might know what this is a reference to.
Next problem. Great. Hakoi Y. Great Obai. Chishai. Next problem. Benwa Kida. Satoshi Nakiti. Moshi.
Watashi, Grace-san, Ima Borda Kyoto no Mani Irno.
Nani? Moshi.
Watashi, Grace-san, Ima Kyoshito no Mani Irno.
Sasoku Kawaii Kido.
Watashi, Grace-san, Ima Anatana Yusuro ni Irno.
Nani Itanoka Kikoi Nakata. Makai Itakora.
Watashi, Grace-sans. It's me and you.
There you go. There you have it. There's more of that where that came from, for the record. Thank you, Party Parrot, for brightening our day. Alright, we're gonna close things off with the Neverember song. Oh good, that's a level 66. So guess what I'm not playing? God damn it, this team. They did this last year too. have it. So I wanted to do these, to have these at the end because I didn't want to start the next stream with those two. God damn it. I mean, this is just funny. You have to laugh at those. Come on, they're funny. They're stupid, but they're funny. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today. I have to do 2 more streams of this during next week, so you're sure to see me stream at least 2 more times during the next week. So I don't know yet what I'll be doing it. I'm hoping to do it on Monday or Wednesday or Friday, because that's usually the days where I can do stuff. But I'll see. We will see. I'm not putting anything down for now because I know if I say I'll stream on a certain day, then I won't end up doing it. So that'll be it for now. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.